services are already free for student riders, on February 1st, today, the Corvallis transit system will no longer be charging passengers to ride. Thanks to a redistribution of funds for the new transit operations fee, all passengers will be able to ride free of charge. The Daily Barometer's Colin Bauer reports that on average, the Corvallis transit system picks up over 2,200 people a day and services the majority of the Corvallis area. The new program, approved by the Corvallis City Council, will also cover fares for the Beaver Bus, a service jointly funded by students and taxpayers. The Philomath Connection, Lynn Benton Loop, and the 99 Express will still be charging to ride, but for more information regarding the change or general inquiries about the buses, please visit corvallistransit.com or call 541-766-6919.
As part of Oregon State's efforts to compete in the ongoing Recyclemania competition, Campus Recycling hosted a free luncheon in the MU today called How to Compost in Your Department. Andrea Norris, Outreach Coordinator for Campus Recycling, presented to the audience 3 main ways to implement composting in their department. The audience was made up of representatives from a variety of departments and on-campus eateries. Instead of simply throwing away their trash, departments are encouraged to compost as much as they can, either by taking their compostables to an on-campus drop point or signing up to be on the compost collection route ran by Campus Recycling. A senior instructor from the College of Forestry said, quote, "We're going to start composting as soon as possible," end quote.
Last week, students in Don Johnson's ALS 295 course, titled Last Year Experience, were challenged to log out of their social media accounts for 1 full week and assess the role that social media plays in their daily lives. The challenge turned into a small sociological experiment, and most students admitted that they were unable to stay unplugged for the full 7 days. And many were concerned about the connections that could be lost without access to social media. The Daily Barometer's Kaylee Hanasek reports that Johnson's intention was not to say that social media is bad, and he said, quote, "Our only goal is to encourage people to participate in their lives," end quote. This week, ALS 295 students have been assigned to keep track of their money spent for 7 days, another important life skill when preparing to leave college for the real world.
We all know kids that don't like getting shots, but now there's one more added to the list of recommended vaccinations. Boys ages 9 to 18 may now receive the human papillomavirus vaccine as part of their routine vaccines, according to the American Academy of Pediatrics' 2011 schedule of recommended vaccines for immunization for children and teens. Human papillomavirus, or HPV, is a common virus spread through sexual contact, CNN reports. The vaccine may be administered to males aged 9 to 18 to reduce their likelihood of contracting genital warts, which often has no symptoms.
Last Saturday, LunaFest, the national traveling collection of short films created by and for women, came to Oregon State's LaSalle Stewart Center. Kim Kenny of the Daily Barometer reports that the festival featured 10 films that, in less than 12 minutes, addressed issues such as love, depression, HIV/AIDS, childbirth, and Alzheimer's. The event raised money for the Women's Cancer Coalition and the Breast Cancer Fund, and also stressed the importance of mammography and the role it plays in the early diagnosis of cancer. The risk of developing breast cancer increases after women reach their late 30s, and Dr. Karen McEwen, Medical Director of Corvallis Mammography, recommends that women start getting mammograms every year after the age of 40.
An animal welfare group is investigating the slaughter of 100 healthy sled dogs after business got slow following the Winter Olympics in Vancouver, British Columbia. A former general manager for Howling Dog Tours filed a claim with the Provincial Workers' Comp Board saying he suffered post-traumatic stress after killing 100 sled dogs last year, CNN reports. The Compensation Board confirmed his claim, saying, quote, "By the end, he was covered in blood. When he finished, he cleared up the mess, filled in the mass grave, and tried to bury the memories as deeply as he could," end quote. The Society for the Prevention of the Cruelty of Animals is investigating the animal cruelty allegations, and Mark Moriarty of the British Columbia SPCA has criticized the general manager, saying, quote, "I have no doubt he suffered post-traumatic stress, but there's a thing called choice. I absolutely would not have done this, and he could have said no," end quote.